Hey folks, AJ and Ayana here. We got an exciting day. It is almost 6 a.m. We're heading to Lynchburg to install the AVKANS AI tracking camera. Finally got a church to donate that to and upgrade their stuff. As well as we're going to be visiting 5th Street because something happened to their computer and they haven't been able to stream with that system, so we're going to be paying a visit. And then somebody else heard I was in the area, so on the way back we're going to be doing an on-site at another church that wants to get modernized. So let's go. You gonna go to sleep on this ride?
Maybe.
I don't have that advantage of that. So we'll see y'all in a little bit. Alright folks, we are here back at Pleasant Valley Baptist Church, the church where everything started here. My dad actually started here as a minister of music, where he accepted his call of being a pastor, and well, that was actually across the street. This is their new sanctuary. We were here maybe about 2 years ago, where we actually built them a system, oddly enough, to get them to make upgrade from them making tapes to CDs. So the system actually had the ability to live stream, but I don't believe that they were really using it, but it was already there. So what we're going to do is the camera that we talked about, the AVKANS AI tracking camera, is going to replace this camera, which is an SD one, and we're going to hook it up. And I actually completely forgot that this camera does support video out over USB, so we're going to be running a USB cable there or an HDMI just to replace it. So we got family friend here at the church, Pee Wee, is getting a ladder for me to undo that screw that's from the bottom, and then I'm just gonna put this camera up, and then we're gonna hook it up to the system and see what it looks like, and then set everything for tracking and all this other stuff like that. So let's get up here real quick and take care of that. So we got it all mounted, but we're having just a slight little problem. I wasn't prepared, so I don't have a long enough Ethernet cable to get to it, but I am hoping that it will be detected over USB, and that's the cable that I have. I could have ran HDMI to it because they are using a Intensity Pro 4K for the capture, but I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter. I have a cable if need be. It's not that big of a deal. It is kind of tight in that space, but oh well. Right now we're just waiting. They put a password on the computer that I built them, so I just need to get into that so I can configure it and so I can see an image first, flip the image upside down, and then possibly put it on the projectors and see what everything looks like. Yay! All right folks, so we got in here. This is from the computer. So let's go ahead and, because right now it's being routed through the computer to get to all the images, the camera. It's not directly connected to the camera because there was really no need for them to do that at this time. But we changing that. All right, so as you can see, we got the camera showing up through the computer here, and we would normally do the video out is going to the screen. So if we do full screen number 2, there we go, which shows where this really needs to be really shows that you need to get a HD projector, but hey, that's going to give us a better image. All right, so as you saw, the music stand is up there because the pastor was using like an iPad or something like that to live stream. But like I said, at the time, a lot of people didn't think this was important, but that's why we built the system to handle the live stream now in comparison. So I think that is a significantly better image than what it originally was. So we got it set up to act exactly how the other system is. So not connecting it, a network cable, none of that stuff, but we do have everything in place for them. So hopefully they're going to enjoy it. No one here is from the media here, so there was no way for me to actually do the AI tracking right now. So we'll be back to do that part. So yay, better image. Hope y'all like Pleasant Valley. I hope you like the AVKANS PTZ. So this will crank it up. The other TV in the other room is HD. If I had more time, I would route it there, but hey, let me take a couple of pictures, send it to appropriate people, and see what they think about it. All right, so we're done here, and we are heading now to 5th Street. There was something that knocked their live streaming, bringing in the camera out maybe in December. I think somebody probably hit something by mistake. So let's head over there and get them straight. Now, as much as I like the DeckLink mini recorders for capture cards, they can be somewhat problematic, especially with changes to OBS. So that's what I'm thinking is the issue, because honestly, I've been having an issue with my DeckLink Intensity Pro 4K for a minute. For some reason, sometimes it doesn't pick up the ATEM. So thankfully, I get my feed from USB, or I actually use another capture card. So I am here and they are just now pulling up. So let's see how we can diagnose this DeckLink issue and make sure that's exactly what it is and it's not something bigger than that. All right, so it looks like what happened is everything wasn't really updated on here, because if we open up our DeckLink software, see, we're getting an image from the ATEM and we're getting a picture right there. So it looks like something is off in OBS. So all I'm going to do first is I think the connection with the DeckLink type of drivers and stuff like that are the issue, because if I look at it right now, it's running version 11.5.1 and it's actually at version 12 something now, 12.1. So let's go ahead and install that and see if that resolves the issue. All right, so we just did a restart and we are on version 12.1. and we are getting an image still. So let's see what's going on in OBS. And there we go. Just needed to update not just OBS, but we need to update the drivers for the capture card. So yay, problem solved.
Oh man.
All right folks, yay, we're done. So I have a lot more time to maybe take a nap. The other church is on the way back home. So I kind of want to see what else I can get into, but I'm tired. Because I really didn't get as much sleep as I would really like to, but I am happy, and yes, I am patting myself on the back. I am proud of the stuff that I build because it lasts. So the good thing is the problem was just a configuration. So hardware is working fine over a year. Very rarely do I have any other issues, but thankful that they're still promoting me to other ministries. This stuff is working, and we're trying to help as many ministries as possible. So anyway, let me get back to my mom's house, crash for a little bit, and then head out around 12:30 because the church is about 30 minutes from my mom, and then we're heading back to Richmond. left another soon to be install here in Red House, Virginia. But while I was out here, actually got a call that the internet is down at my church, and I kind of thought something like this was going to happen. I was in the process of getting ready to add a UDM Pro at my church to replace some stuff. So what I'm going to do is see if I can get somebody to get me inside the church, and I just have to work on that. I didn't install it because the UDM is so big that the rack that it goes on, it can't, the power cable makes it butt up against the wall. So I just ordered another cable, and it actually just got a message that it was delivered. So it's a right angle cable. So I'm gonna stop by the apartment, let the little girl get something to eat, maybe do a rest stop, find out who's gonna be able to open up the church, and then go down there and work on that for a little bit until we get the internet back up and properly migrated from the cloud key over. Worst case scenario, we're just gonna have to rebuild the whole network again. Hopefully I don't have to do that. So let's 90 more miles till we're back, and then we go from there.